by the government because of their faith. But the leader of another American Muslim organization agrees with the president's executive order. American Islamic Forum for Democracy founder and president Dr. Zhudi Jasser is joining me now via Skype from Phoenix to talk about this and bring his perspective. So tell us about this. You agree with President Trump on this. Why?
Well, as we've said from the beginning, Brianna, and thanks for having me on, the issue here is not Muslim. The word Muslim isn't even in this executive order. It's about pausing immigration until we can start to vet against what is a very American principle, which is not allowing theocrats into the country who believe in jihadism, who believe in the Islamic State concept, but allowing those who believe in freedom and liberty. And so far, all of the vetting mechanism has been against terror groups, against a tactic. And while it might be comprehensive, there has been no vetting for Islamism and global jihadism in these 7 countries. It makes sense to block those until, and by the way, I think Saudi Arabia should have been included. I think Qatar should have been included, Pakistan. We need to pause until we figure out what's going on. And our Muslim reform movement understands what's going on.
Okay, I do want to challenge you on one thing, because I hear what you're saying. They're not identifying people as Christian or Muslim in this order, but let me read from the order so that our viewers know. It says, to the extent permitted by law, to prioritize refugee claims made by individuals on the basis of religious-based persecution, provided that the religion of the individual is a minority religion in the individual's country of nationality. So that, even without naming religions, starts sorting people into different categories that would allow them to be prioritized. This is a problem coupled with President Trump's rhetoric about promising a Muslim ban that this is what people are looking at and they're having a problem with. Do you understand where they're coming from on that?
I understand, but they're misreading what's written there. I mean, the way I see it, I sat on the U.S. Commission on Religious Freedom for 4 years, and in that tenure, that commission focused, just as our ambassador for religious freedom focuses on the plight of minorities. It is very American to stand up for minority persecution. There's no specific religion identified. I can tell you, as a reformist Sunni Muslim, I believe that also includes minority beliefs within the majority Sunni population and others. So there's no prohibition there for persecuted Muslims, be them Ahmadiyya, Ismaili, Sunni Muslim, Shia, to be included in those minority groups that the president's executive order is laying down.
You're assuming if they would be grouped out, not just if you're Muslim, but you're talking about, you would think that different Muslim minorities would be separated from Muslim majorities, and that it wouldn't just be recognized as an umbrella religion, but more the different parts of Islam.
Not only different parts of Islam, but the other faith minorities, by not saying that. Remember, when we protect people by what the Statue of Liberty means, it means religious freedom. So whether it's Christian, Yazidi, Jewish, atheist, whatever those beliefs are, they're persecuted in Syria, in Somalia, in Yemen, in these countries. And we need to vet against that and for those who believe in freedom. And we should not apologize as Americans to say that we want people to be brought here, not just in a Darwinian policy of first come, first serve, but actually in policy of those who want to be free, that are minorities within the majority or minority faiths that have been persecuted.
But Dr. Jasser, when we hear people from the Trump administration explaining it, they're not making that distinction that you are making. And that seems to certainly cause some confusion or lead people to believe that maybe it isn't going to be implemented as you're describing it. Do you see why they have that concern?
You're right, and I think this is why it was done a little hastily. I think they need to engage our Muslim reform movement leaders that are diverse leaders in the Muslim community that believe we need to stop and block theocrats from coming in, not just terrorists, but theocrats, and that needs to be part of the conversation, which is very American, and unfortunately, the way it's been rolled out, it's being misrepresented, and you know, some of the verbiage from the campaign is being used, and we're not seeing that now that we have a little more savvy folks putting these things together. But again, the messaging is very important. And I, as an American Muslim, will not give up one iota of my civil rights. But on the other hand, I also believe that my civil rights and religious freedom are key to defeating Islamic theocracy globally within these countries and for those with the privilege of coming into the United States.
Dr. Zhudi Jasser, thank you so much for being with us. We do appreciate it.
Thank you.
And still to come, a